When the children are starting to read, we'll try and introduce them to these characters, Biff, Chip and Kipper, because we use lots of their books to help the children learn to read. In these books, they focus a lot about sounds, and the words can generally be sounded out. You read this bit to the children. Help me read these words. Can you find them in the picture? So the children would have a go at sounding them out. Mum. Can you find mum in the picture? So they've got vocabulary and they're relating it to what they're seeing. D and dad. There's dad in the picture. Then there are some other little things to do. You might say, can you find the dog? Can you find the duck? Etc. At the top, there are other challenges that you might be able to do with your child. Can you find things in the picture that start with D? And then if you're struggling, there's some down here that you might be able to ask them to identify. Read these words and find them in the picture. So same thing. D, the children would say dog, dog, cat. What's a tricky one? Cat. And then again, there's this little challenge at the top here. So it gets progressively more difficult with more words, and more difficult in terms of the sounds that the children are hoping to be able to use. So the J is more tricky, and it gets progressively more challenging in terms of here. What else in the picture rhymes with hen? So you're identifying the rhyming words and just talking lots about pictures. The pictures are the most important part of these books because it gets you talking about vocabulary which they can then use and identify alongside as they're reading. It builds confidence. Please don't ever hide pictures because they do help the children read and make the association with the words. So these are really nice books. This one is Biff's Fun Phonics, very similar. You've got sentences this time. A cap on a peg, a cup and a mug. So the children would be expected to read these sentences and match the picture with the sentence. So they've got that association. Cod in a pan, carrots in a pot. Now this would be a tricky thing for them to read, carrots in a pot. So you would do all your sounds. K, r, ot, s. That's probably too many sounds for them initially, but you could use a picture. What can they see in this picture that starts with k, k, and then they might say carrots. Cod is a tricky word for them because it's an unusual vocabulary for lots of children, but they could sound out these 3-letter words, k, o, d, cod, and then you could talk about what cod is and how it's being cooked. And we've got 2 letters that make one sound here, which makes this one progressively more challenging. Again, you can talk about what's happening in the picture, make predictions, do things that you can see, things that you think might be happening. You read the sentence, which one matches the picture? So the children would have a go at reading both of these and see which one they think is most appropriate. Similarly here, so it gets more progressively harder, more challenging with more words for them to remember. Pointing at the words is really important. All of these are what we call CVC words, so they can all be sounded out. 3 sounds. S, still 3 sounds in the word. And the children have a go at matching them to the picture. So these are a really nice way to start. And you can model lots of the vocabulary before they have a go at reading the sentences.